What up, peoples? It's the day after Christmas.
December 26th.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to make a few phone calls.
Okay. You have to make phone calls. I don't. How are you guys doing? Merry belated Christmas. I don't even know if that's a thing, but how are you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
I said, how are you guys doing?
Oh,
That was, yeah.
but you looked at me. So
I
was
know,
just...
for you to say something.
Oh, how are you guys doing? Let's know if you're here. We want to give you a shout out, your horns, where you watching us from. We know there's about 16 people that are viewing it right now. So please holler at us. Tell us where you're from so you can get your Christmas horns. I should have got a Christmas horn, right? Like a something. What's a Christmas horn? What that
I don't
sound
think
be?
that exists.
No.
But if we were to do a Christmas horn, it would be
It's bells. It would be bells. So I don't have a bell, but I have a bicycle horn.
no, maybe a triangle. No,
we'll
that doesn't
stick.
sound very
What about?
Christmassy.
All right, and we can do that for our New Year's episode. So, yeah, what's going on, beautiful people? Oh, we know Arlene is in the house. Arlene is in the house. Say something, Arlene. We want to give you your horn until you. Yeah. There we go. Oh, Renee Hampton from the BK. Wait. I'm gonna give you a DJ horn.
So currently, this is real life. So currently, Amber knows that we're taping every week, right? She knows we are here every week, and she opens the door and she's asking us something. So in real life, yes, Amber.
It
Okay.
deflated.
I don't know what that means.
Can you
have
bring
your
it?
sister to help you,
Yeah.
guys? What up, Renee? What up, Arlene? What up,
Arlene
Key?
gets a horn. Daniel in the house gets the horn. Mike Gregg.
Hey, Mike Gregg.
My
Pastor
brother from
Greg, I should say.
Mike. He likes Mike Gregg.
Okay, so she just brought us she's popping popcorn, and apparently, I don't know, I guess it didn't pop properly.
I think you need to do another one.
So maybe you need to try again.
No, you need to put on popcorn and let it pop.
Yeah. So this is a crisis that we're having right now. So go try again. Do another one.
And just.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and
just push popcorn.
Do another one. Don't put that one in the garbage because that one is probably done.
Yeah, life. Parenting.
I'm like, she knows. And this is not life or death. She's not bleeding. She's not hurt, but she just wants to eat her popcorn.
She does it right when we start the show. Like, we weren't doing nothing before, and right when we start the show, she has to do that. But yo, it's parenting. That's how I go. Exactly.
That's right, Arlene. It completely went through the door when we got kids. Like, there is no such thing as privacy anymore. As much as you try, they just feel as though they are entitled to every part of your life.
Yep. You never sleep again. Like, your sleep is totally abnormal. Especially with Amber. Amber wakes up early every morning. Like, not consistently, right?
Yeah, she wakes up about 4 something.
Yeah, 4 something.
And she scares the living daylights out of us because we're sleeping, and she just comes and stands over us, and she goes like this.
Right. And she just wants to have a conversation at 4 a.m. in the morning. And she's
I'm like, yo,
go back to sleep.
Go to sleep.
She's like, I can't.
And then this morning she came into bed, and then she's like talking to me. I'm like, little girl, I'm still sleeping. Unlike you want to be up, and Adam, I'm still sleeping.
That's right.
So she stopped talking, and she allowed me to sleep for like 5 more minutes. But yeah, parenting is something else. It's just something else.
Yeah. But here's what's interesting, and I don't know if those of you with children, if this is the dynamic. When Amber has school, it is so hard to wake her up.
Yes.
Like,
both of them.
But on any other day, they wake up and they're like up and at 'em and ready to go, and they're like, what's breakfast, getting their own breakfast. But when it's a school day, they just happen to just want to sleep late. So put it in the comments. Do you have that same dilemma that we deal with? Because it's just interesting to me. But
yeah, my Greg is like parenting, no sleep
ever,
ever.
never again, never
Yeah,
again.
they always say you never sleep, even though they may leave the house. Right, they get older. Your sleep is no longer the same. Maybe for
Yeah.
some parents, I've heard other parents are like, I sleep.
Right.
I'm good, and I'm just like, how?
Right. Ray Marshall's like, privacy. What is that now? You don't have. But you know, it is interesting though, because like I just said, they don't wake up when it's time for school. I feel like I'm the same way when I have to go do something. I know when I have to go do something I don't want to do, I get super tired.
Yes.
Like I start yawning. Mentally, it's like, oh, I don't want to do this. I go into a different mode. So, yeah, I guess it's just human nature, right?
Definitely is. But we hope you all had a awesome Christmas. Just also want to acknowledge the fact that some
COVIDness, Chris. I'm trying to mix Christmas and COVID together.
I think you probably should have thought of that before you said it.
Crovidmus. Miss Crovid. No horns?
No horns.
Okay.
That was whack. But anyway.
Crovidness.
Yes, Arlene rather. Yeah, she's like, she sets alarms and wakes the entire household and she sleeps through it all. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's the worst.
That has to be annoying to a next level. Like, I can't imagine what that is. Like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. But I do hope that you all had a really good Christmas. Just also want to acknowledge for some, some people are missing family members. Some people are missing family members on this Christmas in this season. And so our hearts and prayers goes out to those who are missing family members from tables, from homes, and also want to acknowledge, the fact that some people spent Christmas by themselves because of COVID. So even though Christmas is a time of, happiness and joy and all that stuff, at the same time, you do acknowledge that there are some people who it's not as joyful. So just want to acknowledge, for those of you who are viewing, that our hearts and our prayers are with you guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just wanted to do that. Today, our conversation is pretty much going to be on Christmas, right? Christmas time and holidays. Let's just say holidays. So Jamie is going to tell you, I guess, how he used to spend traditionally his Christmas at his in his family. If there was even anything like a tradition or celebrations.
Yeah, I don't think it's outside of what a lot of people do on Christmas. We just used to, wake up, morning, open gifts, and then in the evening eat. Like that was it. Wasn't nothing else to it. People would come over, and we just have Christmas dinner, and yeah. I mean, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So I have Guyanese heritage. Both of us actually does.
No, I'm American.
What does that mean?
I just want people to know that I was born in America.
But you have Guyanese heritage.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you were born, you have Guyanese heritage.
But I'm more American than I am Guyanese.
No, you are not.
I am so American. I'm wearing a Yankee hat.
So, okay, whatever. So Jamie's mom, his family is from Guyana, so mine as well. So in Guyanese culture, we have something called pepper pot.
Yeah, I had that for breakfast.
Oh, so now you're what, Guyanese?
I just live with Guyanese. I'm American that lives with Guyanese people.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So a tradition in my family growing up. So first of all, what?
Do people know where Guyana is?
I would hope. I'm sure they do. But anyway, so what is your problem today?
I don't know.
So traditionally in my family, there are some traditions surrounding our culture, but for the most part, Christmas was kind of spent different from my family. Like I could probably count on probably one hand how many times we were really able to celebrate Christmas in its celebratory way with gifts and songs and that kind of holly jolly Christmassy kind of spirit. Other than that, my mom worked every Christmas, pretty much, and so it would be my brothers and I at home, and we would kind of try to make it festive. But it was definitely, or isn't definitely, the same as some of you may have spent Christmas. So for me, growing up, Christmas was something that was a little bit boring, right? It was boring, not boring. I'm sorry, not boring. Depressing. It was depressing because I knew that my mom, as a single mom, she was working, and we didn't really have that cookie cutter, TV kind of way that we celebrated Christmas, unfortunately. And so when we got married, even before getting married, I was like, yo, Jamie, I don't care what it is, but I would like for us to celebrate Christmas in this way. And so, because that was something that was important for me.
What way? Define this way.
Okay, so this way was a Christmas tree. So I think in my growing up, I think we had probably about, I remember one tree. I don't remember two. I just remember one, ever having a one Christmas tree. Maybe two. Maybe.
It's interesting. So we always had a tree, and I think that's why I'm not like big on trees. Like I'm the kind of person that's like, it's just a tree. No, you know what I think about? I think about like putting it up and taking it down.
Okay.
That's I don't want to take this thing down. I think I go out the way now to do it for the kids, because I know that's something that they look forward to. But for me personally, like the year we went and got a real tree.
Yeah. He hates that, hated that stuff. But for me growing up, where Christmas was depressing because I was looking at other families, how they were spending their Christmas, and I couldn't spend it that way. As I said, my mom was a single mom, a single parent, so she didn't have a lot of money. So, there were some instances where my brothers and I, we would go to, in New York, we have this, like the 99-cent store, the discount store. I think it's 99 cents and more or something like that, where like most of the things are 99 cents, but they have things that cost like a little bit more.
Right.
And so my brothers, I remember my mom giving us like $20 each, and we would go to the store and buy a Christmas present for each other, which was interesting, right? Because we all kind of knew what each other were getting, but just to kind of keep it festive. And so it was a little struggle. It was a little struggle, for sure. Struggle Christmas, but we made it we made the best of it.
Yeah.
My mom always made sure that we had pepper pot most of the time. So pepper pot, I see Damaris and Janelle. I remember pepper pot. So pepper pot is almost like a stew, right? It's a stew where you have cow foot, cow heel, cow tongue, oxtail. I mean, like it's like almost like gumbo in a way.
Yeah, and it's made with casrip. Is there another name for casrip?
No.
Yeah.
So it's casrip. So it's black, and it's like sticky, and oh my gosh, it's so good. Like I'm thinking now, and I'm like, ooh, it's so good.
You can only eat it with fresh baked bread.
No. You can eat it with rice, but traditionally, you eat it with fresh baked bread.
Right. What I mean by that is you can't go get no Wonder Bread.
No. It can't be
that
like
thing will fall apart.
No. It can't be Wonder Bread. It has to be Guyanese bread or Jamaican bread or wherever.
Yeah.
Yes, cow tongue. Yeah.
But you're talking about the Christmas stuff. I think because I grew up with a lot of people coming over to the house, I vowed or I wanted not to have that.
Wow. So you see the opposites in that.
Yeah.
We didn't have anyone over. It was just my brothers and I, and that was it. And you had a whole bunch of people over.
People coming over all the time and mad late. You know how people come in black families. They don't come on time. So we say we're going to eat dinner at 5 o'clock, end up at 9 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock, people still coming, and I used to be like so done with it. You had to, and then you had to dress up, like West
Right. You're
Indian
dressing
family.
up in
You
your house.
dressing up, you gotta look a certain way, and you can't leave. So I was like, man, I don't want no parts of that. I just want to be by myself, low key, a few people, and that's it. I'm not into the crowds. And I guess maybe I don't know if that's the introvertness of me or
Yes.
just my personality. It's just I just didn't want that growing up. I was like, when I become an adult, I don't want that. I just want to be by myself. Leave me alone. I'm good.
So interesting, right? Interesting enough. Yes, Jonathan, I'm not Ghanese, but GT cuisine is so unique because it's West African, South Asian, Chinese, and indigenous South Americans. Yes,
Give him the horn.
Jonathan. Where
Give
the
him the
horns at? Where
horn.
the horns at? Where
You
the
kind
horns
of
for
throw the
real?
horn.
I'm
DJ horn.
sorry.
It's on it.
Okay. Yes. Yes, GT Bana. Well, I'm not saying that you're GT. I'm just saying.
Renee said, I remember the first time I saw a cow tongue on a holiday table. Yeah, it's quite scary. It's almost as scary as seeing a fish head.
Fish heads aren't scary.
Fish head, mad scary. Fish head soup, that joint is scary because like as soon as you open up the
good.
pot, it's just the fish head and his mouth is open, just staring at you like.
Oh my gosh, I'm just remembering. Oh, I don't like the fish head per se. There's a little bit of meat on the fish head, but the fish head is so good. I know that my mom and my uncles they talk about the fish eye being like the delicacy. Like that's something that they would eat with. I think my mom once told me that there's an uncle who ate a full plate of rice with fish eyes.
Lynn said the fish head. That thing is scary. It's a big old.
It is not that scary.
Big old head with the mouth open, just cooked, looking at you. Thank you,
Arlene is like, oh gosh, they're like, it's scary.
I mean, like, why would you want to eat that thing?
Yo, West Indians go hard for the fish head. You hear me?
It literally just looks like this.
I know, but it's almost like people go after the fish head. Like, yo, pass that fish head
for
like,
me. You got all that fish head by yourself.
I remember when we went to Jamaica. Shout out to Only God Knows. With Only God Knows, remember? Mm-hmm. And we were at that the beach. Is it Seychelles?
Hellshire Beach.
Hellshire Beach. Yeah, Hellshire Beach. And they had that fresh fish. My Lord.
Yeah, that fresh fish was crazy. We didn't even get a lot. We got like scraps. So we were out there
by the time that thing was gone, it was gone. Yeah. But fish head is not that scary.
It's scary.
I think once, because I'm so accustomed to seeing it, you know what I mean? So yeah, but anyway, so you had a lot of people. I didn't have anyone at my house. And did you guys exchange gifts and presents? Like, was that something you looked forward to?
Yeah, and maybe like I think when I got to be a teenager, that stopped. And so it was more like, here's some money.
It was just money.
It got really like it became less American and more West Indian. Like here's some money, go and get what you want or something like that. Like I don't remember
opening
gifts at
presents.
13 and 14, and I don't even think I wanted anything. I just wanted like clothes back then, or like sneakers or whatever. So yeah, and that's one of the things. That's one of the things in growing up in Brooklyn, New York. Like Brooklyn was a fashion show all the time, and it just made you want to consume more clothes.
But not only that, items. The pressure. I don't know if people from the South or other parts of the country, if you guys experienced this, but growing up in New York, when it was the first day back at school, the expectation was that you were to have a brand new outfit, brand new sneakers, like from head to toe. Yeah. It had to be fresh gear.
Especially in between that Christmas break, you better come back the new year looking fresh.
Yes.
You coming back with stuff that you had last year, your high school career is done. It's crazy how we sought validation in our clothes and what we had on. Particularly, I don't know about the other boroughs, I don't know about other states, but I know that Brooklyn, in the schools that we went to, the predominantly black schools, your your life was make it or break it on
Based on fashion, on what you wore,
right?
what you
Don't
wore.
wear nothing fake. Don't wear nothing bootleg. You had to be. Every day had to be like a fashion show. And I think Brooklyn churches are like that too, right? Like
no, because I mean, my church, is a whole bunch of West Indian kids.
Well, Kingsborough.
Wait, you talking about a fashion show or you talking about Christmas? I'm trying to understand.
I'm sorry. I was still on the fashion show.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Brooklyn, I think, yes.
Right.
But I'm just talking about Christmas time with that pressure after you come back from school, that when you go to school, that very first day in the new year, you best come correct.
Right.
And so for me, I did not. My mom could afford something new. My mom could not afford something new for all four of us. So guess what? We were wearing the very same thing we wore the year before. And self-esteem, and it was rough. It was rough for sure. That pressure. I don't know if anybody else felt that joint, but that joint was serious.
Yeah, if you grew up and lived in New York City and you went to predominantly black school, that pressure was there. And I think it's still there. And it lives with you. But
you think it's still there?
I think it's still there.
Hey, Crystal.
I mean,
thanks, girl.
We're gonna need somebody who's in that world. We're gonna have to get some high school students from New York.
Yo, Renee, that sheepskin coat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now you remember when Avrix came out?
Oh my, came out.
Avrix, the Helly Hansons. I mean, Polo was always
the
top.
But
of the
you
game.
remember Guess,
Hilfiger,
Boss.
And then like the West Indians had like Major Damage and Paco. And you remember
I had Major Damage
and Jabos.
And you remember the matching? It was like denim on denim.
Yeah.
Remember? And Damage had like the cut up jackets and
Pele. Yo, it was killing.
T said I wore the same thing every day. Of course, it was you, sir.
She went to Northeastern, right? Yo,
shout out to all the people who went to Christian school during that time.
So I was the worst at Northeastern. I'd never wear the uniform. I'd wear black pants and the shirt underneath, but I put on my own sweater. I used to wear my own sneakers. Yeah, I wish I could do Northeastern over. I would totally have taken it more seriously than I did when I was there. But we talking about traditions, right? So here it is.
Wait, before you go on, I'm sorry. Sorry. The comment section is Renee says she teaches high school, and she said the pressure is still there. Ray says that's why in the UK most students have to wear uniforms. Stop the peer pressure. Yeah. I am an advocate for uniform because that thing will make you drive people to do certain things, steal, right, and to get things, acquire expensive clothes just so that they can be cool.
Academics was secondary to your clothes. Like that was
your in.
That was your in.
Yeah, Janelle. Yeah, girl. You remember those days? That pressure was real. Mm-hmm. Crystal was like, I wore uniform up until college, but now I feel like I didn't get to explore all the fits, girl.
Let me tell you how. Heavy the pressure was. I remember.
Vansons. I'm sorry, Vansons. You remember Vansons?
Oh yeah, the Vansons. Yeah, the Vansons and the Cybertex. I think like Puffy, he had those I think they were called Cybertex. I remember them in the video, and I remember when those came out. Those were crazy. But I remember the Vansons and the racing jackets, Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah. I teach in New York City public schools in Brooklyn, and it is so about the outfits. So wow, so that hasn't changed. Yeah. Wow, social media more than what you wear in the building. Many of the hood schools are uniform schools now. Even the kids in gangs don't really rock colors anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I'm an advocate for uniforms, man. Monique, what's up, Monique? She says I wore uniforms, but your sneakers or shoes had to be correct.
They had, right. Because they had people that would get on you. But I wanted to talk about the pressure, right? The pressure was so real going to school in New York City. I used to find people that I could trade clothes with. Like, I used to be like, yo, I'll trade you this sweater to do this. And I remember my homeboy and I, we were like bouncing outfits off of each other because he went to a different school. I went to a different school. And it was just crazy. I mean, if we had wore the same size in sneakers, it would have been a wrap. But it used to be cool for me back then because I didn't have to pay men's sizes for sneakers.
Man.
And so I had every pair of sneakers that came out. Don't ask me how I got the money. I wish I invested. I wish I had somebody that could tell me to could just take the money and just say, here, buy stock in Nike. Like, teach me that part. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm like, she says, Renee says the difference now is that kids scam. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, they were doing.
Well, they were scamming, and they were doing all of that. You're right.
I remember this dude, man. He looked so bummy at school, and then the next day he just came through. He was killing it. We couldn't keep up with him. This is when Iceberg was hot. Y'all remember Iceberg?
Yeah, someone in the comments mentioned Carl.
Yeah.
What up, Carl? He says Vanson's or Iceberg.
Yo, Iceberg was expensive. He was doing credit card scams. He worked at Macy's, and he was taking people's credit card numbers, and he was ordering. I mean,
that's
Iceberg,
crazy
Jordans.
How you think about it, just in the name of clothes and just in the name of being accepted. I know that it was a struggle when I was growing up trying to be yourself at the same time realizing that your mom can't afford the most expensive clothes and trying to figure out like, okay, all right, what am I willing to sacrifice, in order to be cool? I remember she's actually on Facebook, but I remember my homegirl, Karishma. Yo, that girl was, man, that was my girl.
Shout out to Karishma.
Shout out to Karishma. You know what she would do? She would say, you can borrow my sneakers. So we wore the same size. I wore size 3 boys. And she would lend me her sneakers. And she'll be like, take it for a day or whatnot. And I would take it. I would rock it, be cute in it, walking like they're mine and they're not mine. But I felt so accepted in them, right? I felt like, oh my gosh, like I've made it. With these sneakers that aren't mine. So that's just crazy, the lengths that we go to.
Them Nikes, man. Them Jordans,
man.
They put you in a different realm.
Yeah,
They still do.
You were like, if you had Jordans, if you had Polo, all those brands, look, you were Guess. I don't know back in the day, if you guys remember, you remember the Guess jeans? They had the little triangle at the side, at the back, in that back pocket.
You just have to wear your stuff.
And you had to like tuck your shirt in just to make sure that everybody saw that those were Guess jeans. And the Boss jeans that had, remember the little tab in the front by the zipper?
Yeah, so we have to stay on topic.
I know.
We'll talk about clothes on another episode. but to everybody who's watching this, there's an episode.
Sorry.
There's an episode of ATL, the FUBU episode. If you haven't watched that episode, you need to watch it. That FUBU episode is genius. I mean, it was on the next level. So watch the FUBU episode, and it'll put so many things into perspective. So I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But yeah, so, and this can be a whole different conversation because it just goes to, our pride as Black people and our validity and our clothes and our, appearance. Because appearance is everything. Like, like your parents tell you, when you go out on the road, look like somebody.
Yeah.
Don't go out there looking no way. You got to look a certain way. So we always have within us embedded to look the best, to always look a certain way, to keep up, and to make sure that even if we don't have it, even if we don't have it at home, we got to make it look like we got it together when we outside.
That's true.
So
that's true. Because why? Because we are representing our families, right? We're representing them. But still, I think some West Indian parents didn't understand the stress that, we went through. But then again, they
didn't.
They didn't.
I know my moms did it. My moms had no idea. Yo, let me tell you what moms try to do when I was in elementary school. Moms try to make me wear the same clothes twice.
Can you imagine wearing the same thing twice?
Yo,
yeah, that's a hard no.
Moms used to be like, I ain't doing all this laundry. I ain't wasting no water. You gonna wear this Monday and you gonna wear this Tuesday. And I used to be like, no, I couldn't say nothing because I must have been like 8 or something like that. My oldest sister, Linky, saved me. Shout out to Linky. She saved me. And she was like, Mom, we can't do that in America. This is different. They think
Yeah,
differently.
wear the same clothes.
She was
And like it's like back to back as well. Nah.
back to back, man.
Yeah.
So Linky saved me, and she used to take out my outfits for me, and she used to dress me, and she was the one. I think she's the one that got me like really into fashion and matching and putting colors together. Cause moms ain't get it, man. Moms was like, she was like, "You not wasting my water. I ain't washing no clothes every day." I was like, I used to be afraid to go to school because she was trying to make me wear the same outfit twice.
That's the West Indians, though. I think that's the West Indian, the Caribbean in them, yo.
Yeah.
Like you had to, nah, yo. You were you were bound to be dissed if you wore the same thing just the same thing within the same week.
Yo, in this public school, man, it's like, it'd be different if you were like in a little West Indian private school, because the other kids are probably doing the same thing too. But you're in public school with these American kids, they don't have no idea. Then, God forbid, you packing lunch, you bringing it from home. Your mom's trying to pack roti and curry and chow mein, and all these kids are like, "What are you eating?" You're like, "Nah, I'll take school lunch." I thought you bring. Nope, I don't bring no lunch.
Oh my gosh, it's true though. It is so true. Like, man, growing up, and I can't. I don't want to do those days over again. Maybe no. Never mind. I'm good where I am. Actually, I'm really good. But okay, going back to traditions, guys. As you know, we always are going off as we are always reminiscing. But when we talk about those traditions, dumpling and yam. Oh my gosh,
soup. Hey, you know, our soup ain't like regular chicken noodles.
No, that joint has provision in it. It has dumpling in it. It has corn in it. It has all these ingredients that's a hard no.
Yeah, when I came down here and I went to Swaja, there was a little girl and she opened up her lunchbox and I saw her soup. I was like,
You West
Indian because you got corn in that joint.
Yeah, our parents
with the whole corn.
Our parents didn't know, man. They didn't know. But anyway, traditions, guys, traditions.
So this is what I wanted to say with the tradition thing. You remember like when we got married? So prior to us getting married, and you know my family was always going and eating different places. I think we established on Thanksgiving that we weren't going to go to anybody's house.
Correct. So before getting married, Jamie and I knew the traditions that we had in our homes, right, prior to getting married. And for me, I wanted to create that. I don't know. I wanted to create just a festive holiday celebrations, right? I didn't want us to just let the day pass and not celebrate it at all. And so I, told Jamie, I was like, I want to have a Christmas tree. I want to have presents underneath the Christmas tree. I would like to, for Thanksgiving, I would like to cook instead of us going to some people, to going to families' homes. This is when we were in New York. So I was like, the very first Thanksgiving, I was like, I want us to spend it together, where I kind of cook everything and do it, all by myself. And that was something that, I don't know, how do you think that was received in terms of you coming from a family who's traditionally accustomed to having Jamie at each of these functions? Like, what do you feel like?
I think it was received well by my family. I think it was a little difficult for me to break it in the sense, even though like sometimes I would go just to go, not like, yo, I can't wait to go to such and such a house, or I can't wait to do this. So I think that was a little bit more difficult for me to break it. And reason being is because I had to come to grips with the reality, or not even come to grips with the reality, but just accept. I didn't want people to be like, it's because he's married to you, that's why he's not gonna come around no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think like that was playing in my brain that I didn't want it to look like that. But then also I just wanted to establish the fact that, hey, we're married now, so the expectations that you all may have are different for your family and for my family too. So at least we established for the first year that we are going to be together. start our own Thanksgiving tradition, and then I think the next year we decided to go and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was more of the not. It was more of the perception that you may have gotten,
right?
Because the fact that the reason why he's not coming this year is because his wife probably doesn't want to come. Like I didn't want that to be the case.
Right, right, and so we wanted to start our own family traditions without each other's families involved. And sometimes some couples would. I mean, some couples would do that, and sometimes there's some couples who are just like, we're just gonna. I enjoy spending time with my family, and so I know that there's some couples who take turns going to their in-laws' homes, and they do like a rotation.
Yeah.
Which is great, right? But for us, what we wanted was just to establish our very own thing, especially when we first got married, because I didn't really have traditions that I don't know. I wanted something a little bit more definitive, more than just sitting at home and just letting it be another day. Sorry, but I wanted it to be something where we both acknowledge together as a family, or establish something as a family that we would celebrate for years to come when kids came.
Yeah.
And then when the children came, oh man, that took it to the next level, because now, I mean, at that time I realized, oh my gosh, like, as I'm sitting here looking back at those family traditions, those family traditions that I had, I'm realizing, oh my gosh, our kids are now going to be doing the very same thing years down the road, them reminiscing on, oh my gosh, I remember every Christmas we did this, we did that. So that's what I wanted to create for them. I wanted to create for them certain things that we do together as a family, opposed to not. So yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think it's important that as couples, you establish your own tradition. Well, let me just say, for me personally, and I think for us as well, I don't ever want to have people expect me to do certain things or to go to certain things because they're having it, right? So it's like, I don't want you to plan something and you just think that I'm going to show up, right? Or like I have to be there. So I think for us, I just wanted it to be like, oh, hey, he may come this year or he may not come this year. Whatever it is, we'll still be glad to have them, or we'll be glad not to have. We'll be okay without having them. So I didn't want it to become like a given that, oh, we're having this done, you're going to be there. Mm-hmm. And I think that's important for us as a family. And I wanted to just establish our core for our daughters and for our family to be like, hey, this is what we do. And then, maybe someday we'll invite lots of people over. Mm-hmm. Maybe not. I'm not the one that's inviting a lot of people over. I like to know who is at my house, who you are, where you going, what you're doing. Keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on you.
Yeah, I don't trust my friends.
Beware. Yeah. When you are invited to the Kalasars.
Yeah, I got cameras everywhere, fam. You ain't leaving with nothing. No, not like that. I'm just a very, I mean, I'm cool around crowds. I just prefer not to have crowds. I just like.
Yes, Jamie, as you can see, is an introvert. If Jamie could be in his house on his couch all day, every day, that would be him.
All I need is a TV and internet.
TV and a couch.
TV, and couch, and internet. I don't even need a couch. Just give me a chair.
No, you need a couch because then you're gonna say your butt hurts or.
That's true.
Right, you're gonna be uncomfortable.
A cushion at least.
Yeah. So and that's something else as well. Another tradition, because for him, he's accustomed to having people in his house, and me not so much. I mean, my house was always full on a given Sabbath, where all the young people would come to my house. We would have lunches and whatnot. But for me, my home is I call it my sacred space.
Sanctuary.
Right? My sacred space, sanctuary. So I'm probably shouldn't say this. I'm watching my words very carefully, because I do know that, traditionally for pastors' families, there are some pastors' families that I grew up knowing and hearing about who they had, like, they always had a gathering, right, with people in it. And that's great, right? That's awesome. And I'm sure when the kids when they're a little bit older, they want their friends over, then those families come over. But I don't know. I just feel as though it's a sacred space and not everyone should be in your sacred space, right? This is a space where you get to control who walks through your doors, because there are some people who sometimes messes up the feng shui or the whatever it is that you have in your home. And so I don't know if we'll have like lots and lots of people, but we already have a core of people who have been to our home before. But I'm very much protective of our space, and not just haphazardly saying, you know what, you can come. No, not today. Of course, if there's a stranger that needs food or someone visiting the church and they need food and we're close, whatever, then absolutely. But I'm just talking about there's some times that not everyone deserves to be in your space.
Yeah, and you're supposed to have boundaries, right? And you're supposed to protect those boundaries by who you let inside of it, because there's some people whom we've experienced that we've let into our space, and then you could already see they're like, it's not like they're trying to get to know you, they're trying to get to know about you, right? It doesn't feel genuine.
Yeah,
they're trying to be in your bank account, so they're looking around at all the stuff you have, and they're trying to, like, figure out how'd you get this. You just get those vibes, and I don't like that. Like, if you gonna come through, just come through and chill. And if you do come through to wherever we are in our space, that's because we trust you.
Right.
And that's because we feel like we've developed a safe enough relationship with you that you can come into our space. And I think everybody should be that way. I think you should definitely guard your home, keep your boundaries up, because, smiling faces, they ain't always what they seem to be, right? The backstabbers, I'm a rap after
Yeah,
this.
you were. Oh, okay.
But I think it's important for everybody to do that, to just, especially when you're establishing your new home, establishing who you are, you definitely need to be very mindful about, especially church folk. I'm going to say right there, especially church folk. Church folk, man, they'll come in your crib, and then your house will be all over the church. It will be everywhere.
Like, she don't clean the bathroom dirty still.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's the West Indian people,
gosh.
but...
And then, and then there's some people whom we do love and trust who haven't been to our houses yet. And that's not because we don't love and trust them. It's just we haven't found the time or the right time to invite them. But we're very... Carlene and Jamie and Carlene are very, very selective and protective
of our home, as well as for our girls as well. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're kind of going off on a different tangent, but I think it's important for, it's important for your children not to be free with people, right? Not to be as free with people that they can, that they have those sensors, those sensors within themselves, to know, hey, why are you so close to me? Why are you sitting so close to me? Or why are you, as they say, why are you grooming me? Like, what are those grooming ways that I see that you're doing? Yes, we don't want them to be paranoid, right? Where it's almost like, what are you doing? Right. Why are you talking to me? But we want for them to be aware, where we're not saying, hey, even though they may be coming to our house, doesn't necessarily mean that that you should trust them, wholeheartedly. Like, these are things that we established with our girls. Like, we talk to them about it, like, almost, I'd say once a month at least, about those boundaries and about their space and respecting their space in terms of their bodies. And sometimes even when you have potlucks and stuff, and like when your kids disappear, and I'm just like, where you guys are going? Where are you guys going? What are you doing up there? You know what I mean? Like, those are the times that I've heard that people's kids have either been touched or fondled, or just that whole notion of just be careful. That's what, like, I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah, shout out to Renee. You know, she said that we need to stop forcing kids to hug and kiss people. They have a right to say no. Our kids, when people at church be trying to say hi to them, and
they be like,
they just stare at them.
Stand off.
And I don't apologize for them. I'm just like, they don't feel like talking to you, and that because kids have that perception, they have that eye, and so, you know, we've trained our daughters to be very skeptical about strangers in the church, outside the church, to not, you know, to do that. And then we were just watching Home Alone, right? We watched Home Alone, and what happened at the beginning of the movie? The dude came in the house. He was scoping the house out because he was gonna rob them. You got to be careful, fam.
Yeah. Just be careful. Just be careful because it's just be vigilant, right? A lot of times I know we let our guards down and we just kind of assume. And as I said, you don't want to be paranoid, but you need to be very much aware of where your kids are and what they're doing and who they're doing it with. Especially teenagers is a little bit different. Hoping that you would have established those boundaries. But I think that for when they are younger than a teenager, like, you need to not just be kiki-keying, ha-ha-haing while, God forbid, upstairs, your child is being...
And even when they're teenagers, we don't have teenagers yet, but I'm gonna be on my kids like white on rice when they teenagers, because I know about them boys, them church boys.
Know about them girls too. You know, if you have boys, know about them girls as well.
Know about them girls too.
Exactly. I think it goes both ways. But I think one of the I think one of the things that Jamie and I have established before, when our girls were babies, right? We were just like, we don't do disappearing acts.
That's right.
Like, you know, like sometimes you'll see kids, you know, running, or if I can't, I always tell my girls our motto, and if I were to bring them in right now, they'll recite it to you. Our motto is, if I can't see you, you're potentially in danger.
Yeah.
Meaning, if I cannot see you right there on the playground, then God forbid, I don't know why, you know, so maybe someone took you, maybe you're hurt, maybe you're in danger. And so I really think that it's really important.
Yeah. Trust no one. Point blank. Nevertheless, though, we always stray from our topic.
But I think, you know what? I think it's just conversation in terms of, like, it's just a natural, you know, like when you're talking to someone, you kind of
progression.
Yeah, like, you know, yes, we're talking about traditions, but in those traditions, you have the layers that we've discussed. You know, like little. I know. It's hard for us to stay on target.
I'm Gucci with it. I think the people are Gucci with it too. They stick with us.
Yeah,
we got 34 people, and we 50 minutes in already.
Yeah, so exactly. So Janelle says teens need that too, even more so. I've called the overprotective parent. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, teens need that too.
I'm called the helicopter mom, and I'm like, and
because they be finding them little nooks and crannies and crevices. I mean, within the church.
You were a teenager.
I was a teen. I went from childhood to adulthood. I had to grow up real quick. I had to skip that part of my life.
And so you think it's okay to lie on the live?
We live? All right, I was a teenager too, but I wasn't that kind of teenager. I was a upright young man that escheweth evil and walked humbly with my God.
Again, you're gonna lie?
Lie. You knew me when I was a teenager?
You told me stories about you as a teenager and what you did.
Well, I was trying to impress you.
So you lied to me?
Back then.
So you lied?
Horse!
No horse! This dude is lying. He is.
Edsel said, she always said on the Sabbath. That's right. You Adventists, you lie on the Sabbath.
Well,
it's okay to lie on other days, right?
I guess so. But the Sabbath it's holy.
You don't be lying on the Sabbath. You can lie any other day of the week. Just don't do it on the Sabbath.
The Sabbath is holy. That's what that is. The Sabbath is holy. But we all know who we were, right? As teenagers, and we know that we were sneaky. Don't lie. As teenagers, we're sneaky.
They were sneaky.
And so I already know. I mean, I already know. I'm kind of preparing myself for our girls, and knowing that, especially one of them, the other one, I'm like, she'll let us know. But there's a one in our house right now that I'm like, yep, we're gonna be looking, and
I'm gonna get the camo, the little black paint, and the camouflage suit with the leaves. I'm gonna be in every bush, everywhere she go, rolling out. Gotcha.
I don't see you doing that at all. I think you're just going to be that. I think Jamie's going to be that parent who they'll come to and talk to him for the most part. Me, I'm going to be like, ooh, help me, Jesus. I'll probably be the one where I'll listen, but in my inside, I'm screaming, right? I'm like,
Renee,
but I want them to talk. I want them to be able to talk to me about anything.
Renee said you can't be everywhere. I'm buying a drone.
I know you. What? You can't buy a drone. That is really creepy. You're going to be following them around.
I'm going to buy a drone and follow them wherever they go. They won't see the drone, but I'll see them.
That's creepy. I hope he doesn't do that.
That's the new definition of helicopter dad, helicopter mom. We out here getting drones, y'all.
Oh my gosh, Janelle, what? She said the first time my daughter changed her clothes for school, I almost went up to the school and embarrassed her. Listen, oh my gosh, I wish we could just like how Instagram Live does, like where you can bring people in. Like I wish I could bring you in right now, Janelle, and just have you share with us what that looked like, what you felt.
We could do that. We're gonna figure out how to do that. How you could bring somebody.
Oh my gosh! Like I would be seeing red.
You never changed your clothes?
I never changed my clothes. As I said, this is the only thing. Okay, so you remember my friend Charisma, right?
Yeah.
Charisma would lend me her sneakers. Now, if you have a West Indian parent or a Caribbean parent, you know that you do not bring anything home that is not yours.
Correct.
And say, my friend gave it to me. Correct. Right? Because they're going to say what?
Give it back.
They're going to say, go back to wherever it is that you got that and give it back.
Yeah.
So when I used to hit the corner right before I turned on my block, I used to switch out my sneakers, put her sneakers inside of my book bag, and then put on my sneakers, and that's it. And then I'll switch it up and do the same thing on leaving, right? I'll put my sneakers back in my book bag and wear hers. But no, I never dressed. I never wore anything. I never changed.
See, I had it good because when in high school, my mother left for work before I left for school. And the other reason too was I was supposed to leave before her, but I didn't care nothing about going to school when I was in high school. Like my grades, you could read my report card. My report card, you look at all the grades, it went Cadiff, like Cadiff, C, D, D, F. Like I didn't get no A's, no B's, nothing.
You said Cadiff. You mean
Cadiff, right. You just read it. You can read it. And I got a C in gym. The rest was like D's and F's.
For you to have a C in gym, that was pretty bad.
I never went to class. Like I don't even know why I used to go, but I used to go late. So I used to leave after my mother went to work. So she didn't see half of the stuff I used to wear to school or when I went. I think I only used to go to school when I had something new to wear. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when I used to show up, when I had something new to wear. If I didn't have nothing new to wear, I was like, I'm not going. I'll find something else. Me and my homeboy Theo, shout out to my homie Theo. We go way back. We never went to school. I don't know what we did with our lives. How did we make it this far? Only the grace of God. But yeah, so it's interesting. We never went to day school, but we went to night school.
But honestly, night school was where it was, right? What they say where it's at, right?
And night school was for the people who didn't go to day school. It's a bunch of failures, just all in one room.
But night school, you had people hanging out, doing foolishness. I think I went to night school because I was trying to finish high school earlier than
you could, and they changed it up because you couldn't get into night school unless you were failing. So that's the only way that your guidance counselor was signed off. So my guidance counselor, he was like, "Sure, go ahead. You're gonna fail anyway."
Oh my god!
Yo, let me tell you how bad it was. I went to night school for gym.
I didn't even know they offered night school for gym.
Yeah, gym. Yo.
What?
I at night school, we were up in the gym playing basketball.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But you were talking about changing clothes.
Yeah, so I didn't have to change clothes. I never had to do that. But
you did change clothes. Didn't you change clothes once? Or didn't you tell me a story of one time you changed clothes, your mom saw you or caught you wearing something different than what you wore that day before leaving the house?
That must have been your ex-boyfriend, because that ain't me.
This dude.
I don't know who that
is. He told me a story once before that he changed his clothes and his mom saw him or caught him and told him to go back or maybe you had your pants backwards or something.
Yeah. That.
Oh yeah.
No,
so were you? Right.
I'm just trying to say.
Oh my gosh, this dude.
That dude who told you that story, that's some other cat, not me. I ain't never had no story like that. 100 horns.
No horns. You get no horns for that.
Why not?
No.
Because that ain't me. That was the ex-boyfriend.
But you just said that you had a story
had to. I was like about 10 or 11 when Chris Cross came out, when I tried to turn my clothes backwards, but you made it seem like I was 14 or 15.
Oh my god.
And my mother caught me and I had to change my clothes. That ain't never happened to me. Your boy was always smooth with it.
Really? Yo, y'all. I think our time is up because this dude is straight tripping.
Straight facts.
No, you straight tripping right now.
Straight facts.
But anyway, as I was saying, your mom caught you wearing your pants
backwards because I was trying to be like Chris Cross.
Right.
And she was like, crisscross yourself back in the house. Like she didn't have she had no idea what pop culture was at that time and how dope crisscross was, and to wear your pants
Actually,
backwards.
It didn't make sense, honestly. When you think about crisscross, wearing your pants backwards, how are you using the bathroom? You know what I mean? Like, where's your belt? Your belt is in the back. So it really didn't make sense.
It was cool though. We was jumping to this.
No, don't get me wrong.
Make it jump. The daddy Mac can make it jump.
You're a little off.
Someone try that rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this.
Okay.
All right, so we've been here for an hour. I think they're ready for me to freestyle.
I guess they are.
They are. They're asking for the bars.
I don't think anyone is asking for that.
Sister K, don't play that. Jamie, Arlene, no mom, yo. Yeah, Sister K, don't play that.
To die.
Sister K, I'm still scared of Sister K, yo.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so family traditions. Keep your own tradition if you want.
Make your own tradition.
Make your own traditions if you need to. If you're fine with whatever your traditions are, then it is what it is. But if you want to create new traditions with your new family, with your whoever, that's awesome as well. That's what we decided to do. We decided to make our own traditions and keep our own traditions and not be pressured by family to make it with them in mind. I know that sounds awful, but it's the truth. But we kind of wanted to do our own thing. And we're still kind of doing our own thing. I think it's easier when you're away from family, right? Where you don't feel that pressure versus if you are in the same state, the same borough, the same city, it's a little bit more challenging, right? But when you're away, it's almost like, oh, you have no other choice. Yeah, because we don't even do the flying to other family members. We'll do Friendsgiving with our friends during Thanksgiving, but that's it. We don't really do that. But we want to sometimes include our families at certain points so that our kids can experience those traditions, right? The food part, because for me, I can't make pepper pot. Oh, they ready for bars. I can't make pepper pot. I can make bread. What is another?
Carlene, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. If you want to make pepper pot, you just need to believe that you can make it and walk in it and make the daggone thing.
Okay.
There's no can't in Kalasar.
Okay.
Our name isn't Kent Lasar. Our name is Kalasar.
What kind of thing is this? Are you really serious?
You can make it. You can do it.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. I really appreciate it. I do, but I'm not going to. I don't even want to try to make it. I just want to be. I just want it made for me.
Really?
You can make it.
I can make it because my name, there is a can in Kalasar, but there's no can't. We are.
Guys, I want you to know that I'm officially done. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and do his bars thingamajig, his little rap, and because I'm done.
You're
like
done?
This dude is over here talking about Kalasar. There's no can't in Kalasar.
Yeah, we aren't Mr. and Mrs. Kant Lazars. We are.
Have you heard any? Have you known anyone that's can't?
If we
His
start
name is Can't.
you got to speak those things as they are, and you got to say, "I can do all things through Christ who strength. Christ will give me the strength to make pepper pot. I'm gonna do it. Knock it out. You can do it. Drop the beat. You ready for me to rhyme? I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna apologize during the rhyme.
All right. Apologize to me in the rhyme.
Yep. I'm gonna speak words of life to you in these rhymes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna speak words of affirmation to you. I'm going to give you all that you need. And the people applauded. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Emmanuel can't.
They want the whole.
I can.
What should I rap about today, sweetie?
I don't know.
Give me something to rap about. People, what y'all want to hear? What y'all want to hear? What y'all want to hear?
Tonight, I
what
can't.
You want to hear?
I can't make pepper pots.
Yo.
Oh, you're starting now?
I'm starting now. What you want to rap about?
I don't know.
I don't know. How they not gonna know what they don't want me to flow about? Something I gotta talk about, rap about. Something I get strapped about. And then other things that I get mad about. My wife over here talking about she can't. But she can if she put her man and put her hand in the master plan of the hand of the one who can do all things. Yo, check how I sing or how I rap. I give my boys a dap and then it's back to attack. On the map as I travel the globe, I'm doing all these things from the top of the dome. I never roam alone. I'm not home alone. I'm singing this thing like I got it shining or shown. That's the past tense. I'm past this. I'm mastering it because I blast it. So yo, I gotta flow on something that makes sense. Dropping these lessons as I'm giving these blessings to my peoples. I don't go in the church where there is a steeple. I prefer my church is the streets where I meet with the people that walk on their feet and I teach them about the holy gospel. And then I show them how to rock it. Yo, peep this. Today is my boy Van Dion's anniversary. Shout out to him and Kim. They my G's, my peoples, when they invite me to preach and teach and reach. And then I seek for a better way, a blessing today and tomorrow. The season is the reason we celebrate Christmas, but don't miss this. It's about Jesus, the one who gave us all gifts and life eternal. Yo, I'm nocturnal. I hang out in the night. I get the stuff right because I be bringing the light. You over there laughing. Why you masking your tears? You gonna fear. But let me speak words of affirmation here. Baby, you can do it. That's why I married you, because you got all the power to do what you do. You a flower with power. I got more bars than a cell phone tower. We're gonna take this to another hour. And then what we're gonna do is spread your love around the world through all of your cooking. Listen, because you be in the kitchen burning and learning and churning the butter. We smooth. Churning butter, that's what I said. Because we because we wetter than wet. We better than better. We know what it's got to do. We tougher than leather. Stay together no matter the weather. Everybody trying to come out there, but you fake like pleather. The stuff that the Fonz used to wear, that old nasty jacket over there. But I'm cool like JJ, and these are good times when I rhyme. I'm ooey and gooey. I spread like slime. When I'm on time, I'm dropping these dimes. I see the smiley emojis because they know me. They be understanding how I flow be. And then I go and then I do what I gotta do. I'm a rap phenomenon. I drop bombs like it was and I'm holy like Ramadan. Understand? I kick it and I'm noodly like Top Raman. Call your mama, cause I got mad drama. I'm hot like a Dalai Lama. And then I spit like I was a llama. You don't understand. I got more commas than Jeffrey Dahmer. I eat you, aja, aja, aja. Because I like to eat the food. I'm not rude, I'm cool, and I do this every day. My bars are crazy, y'all. I don't play. Yo, sign me, yo. Somebody sign me now. Because I'm ill with it. Look at that. Look at that. That boy, nice. Cell phone towers. I got bars. Yo, look at the comments. Ooh, 96 bars. That's right. I don't do 16. The Fonz, though, yeah, his leather was fake. Pleather horns. Let's get this pepper pot. Carlene, in the kitchen burning. Now you're learning. Seems like you've been discerning. My dude, James C. Van, I told you I got you. Yo, happy anniversary to my boy Van D. On. We got it on. And his wife, Kim. They some of the greatest people I ever met. They know how to do it. Real cool. Ain't nothing to it. I'm feeling them. When I went by their house, they made me some good food. And I was eating them lasagna.
You were eating them lasagna. What?
Yep, I was eating them lasagnas.
Listen,
I be bringing the light.
am officially done. Like, what in the world was that? What was that?
That was bars. That's what I call them. More bars and cell phone towers.
As I said, guys, I really think that I think he needs to practice some more. And not just leave the practice. Beyonce. Carlene has to respect this guy's
That's gift. Right. Put some respect on my name. Practice.
I don't know. Like, he's talking about churning butter. Who turns butter in 2020?
Did you not hear the progression of the bars? You learning, discerning, we churning like butter. It's smooth, it flows, it goes. We show. Butter. Did anybody say, yo, that's like butter?
See, Dwayne says practice. It's a good thing.
Yeah, Dwayne, it's good for those that need it.
You're not being humble.
Well, it's hard to be humble when you're great, when you know you're great. It's very difficult.
You see, this is exactly why you guys should not hype him up this way. No, Belia, don't hype him up. Don't say bars, 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 bars. Here's why. Because he doesn't know how to be humble. He doesn't know how to say, you know what? Let me practice this craft. Like, I don't hear Jamie in the closet. I don't hear Jamie in the car, in the house, walking around practicing these bars. Instead, this dude on a Sabbath, at the end of this show, that's when he wants to go ahead and give you guys a rap and says that he's the greatest. Come on, guys. Like, let's be real. Let's be honest. Jokes aside right now, like, let's be honest. We know that he's not the greatest, right? We know that he really tries to do his best, but we know that he can practice some more.
The hate is real. The jealousy is real. I never even thought it would be in my own marriage. It's real, folks.
Y'all know y'all lying.
Don't hate.
Y'all know y'all lying.
Congratulate.
I'm not. Look, when he say he is the greatest. Come on, guys.
Thank you.
You guys are not being honest.
Don't hate.
On the Sabbath.
Don't hate. Congratulate.
No.
Maybe one day you can participate.
See? Okay, Van Dion. Really, Van Dion? Actually, Jamie is pretty good. I'm not saying he's bad, right? I'm just saying he can practice more to strengthen his craft. You know what I mean?
Can I live? Oh, that's you right, man.
Listen, Van
Philippe. Why are you gonna say I need to practice some more, bro?
See, thank you, Philip. See, that's what it's Philippe or Philip.
I'm gonna call him Philippe today. That's my boy Philip Baptiste. Right? Okay. Hey, Philip, man, I need to holler at you for real, though. We need to talk, though.
Okay, but he says that you could practice. Thank you so much for being so honest. Dwayne, you need to chill.
I think
I'm not hating at all.
I think you should. I think that's what I think for real. I think you should rap.
Here's
and we
the
should
thing.
see how you do it.
No.
Then we're gonna see how difficult it is to have all
Okay,
these
listen to
words
me. I know
coming
my
out my
lane.
brain.
I
Man,
know my lane, though. This
I'm
is
a-
not rapping. Is not my thing.
Yo, you don't know. I'm like James Baldwin. I'm a wordsmith. I'm like Langston Hughes when I cruise out on the expressway.
Let's be honest. This is not my lane, and I'm not saying that it's not your lane. I think he has a really good base.
I'm in the HOV.
I think I think Jamie has a really good base, right? But I don't think
you in the service lane. I'm in the HOV. You on the frontage road.
Okay.
I
really honestly think that you have a really good beginning. But I feel like you need to tighten it up a little bit more, because sometimes you either...
The Carl said I got pure talent.
We are not doing a head-to-head Van Dion.
That's right.
Because I know my lane.
Monique, remember, there is no Kant in Kalasar. We are not Kantasars.
I cannot with this right now. I'm not sure where
you are a doula.
You guys are seeing what I'm not.
I'm a bar.
But it's okay.
I'm
it's
a
okay.
Barlasar.
It's okay.
Y'all
hang with him.
I'm gonna go get it.
We're not gonna do no Bursa. We're not gonna do that. We're not trying to do that. I'm not no C murder.
We need a Bursa. We need a Bursa. We need to go
not
toe
with
to
Carlene.
Toe. We need to go toe. We
not
need to
with
battle
Carlene.
Because you are at enmity with me, in opposition of my gifting. You are sifting it like wheat, and we know the tares cannot grow together here.
So now you're a what do they call spoken word?
I do spoken word. It's not absurd. I come with the verbs. Listen to what I say. I must be heard.
You sound like you're about to do some. I
could do it all. I stand tall, even though I'm 5'5". I am alive. I never dive. I thrive, and I strive, and I'm fly. I heard you take a deep breath. Do you call that a sigh? Step aside. Let me ride. Matter of fact, I don't fly. I glide. Peace. No more, yo. No more. Look, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us from week to week. This is Carlene and Jamie. And yes, we are going to do a Versa one day.
With who?
With you.
I'm not doing a... No, wait.
Gotta sign out.
No, wait.
If you got to give the people what they want.
No. That's not my calling. I give the people what the Lord wants, and I don't think God really wants for me to rap.
Yes, Lord.
Because it's not.
Okay.
Because it is not my calling. I don't do that.
Oh, you sing. So we could have a rap and sing.
I don't sing.
Look, Van Dion is saying, speak open blessings on me right now.
Carly, begin to openly bless him. Bless who? Jamie or God?
Bless me.
Who, Van Dion? I need to know who it is that you are suggesting that I openly bless. I mean, I bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continue to be in my mouth.
He wants you to speak life on me. Speak life on me. Speak life to me. I'm waiting
for Vanion to come through, because I need to understand. Oh,
That's
Jamie.
Right. Speak life on me.
Listen.
Speak to me. Put words in me. Affirm your man.
Vanion, I honor him.
Let him know that he's doing a good thing. Bless your man.
If he will stop talking.
Bless me now. Bless me. Bless me. You
see, this is why I can't. This is exactly why I can't. Because you hear him? This is real life. This is what he does, right? I'm trying to bless him, and he's not. And he's over here singing. You finished?
I'm waiting for my blessing.
Put your hands down, relax. You good?
I'm waiting for my blessing.
No, so just relax. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to humble yourself.
This is me being humble.
Okay, so here we go. I openly bless you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Help us. Look, we got to go. I got to go to church. I got to
What do you mean? Okay, Uh,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me put that up on the screen. Thank you, BC.
BC, what up, BC? Good to see you in the comment section.
Yo, I've been rapping since the BC. Shout out to my homeboy BC. He sees me easy, real well. You see how I be using the two words? See how I use the two words together? BC sees me, see me.
Close my mouth.
BC era. Got it together. Don't be looking at C era. She don't got what's better than what the Lord got. He's tougher than leather. Sweaters. I'm a go-getter. I never sit back and relax. I'm always on tack.
You finished?
Yeah, I want to sign out.
I openly bless you. I think you have a gift of preaching. I don't
Rapping.
I think you have the gift of preaching. Wait, I'm doing the blessing, not you.
Go ahead.
Stop. Okay. I believe that you have the blessing of speaking.
Rapping.
Preaching.
Rapping.
I said preaching, not rapping. Not rapping. Preaching. Jamie, okay, can I speak?
Go ahead, because we have to go.
I know, but you keep talking.
I want you to bless me.
Don't speak. You can't say anything.
Okay.
Okay. I can't believe. Okay. Stop saying Arlene keeps saying rapping. I believe that the Lord has gifted you with the ability to preach.
Okay.
And
rap.
No. Stop speaking.
I'm not speaking.
Yes, you are.
The word is like fire shot up in my bones. The Spirit, speak it through me.
Preaching. And so I believe that because you have the gift of preaching, sometimes it can come across as you, it can come across as though you're really good at rapping, right? But I feel as though
you're really good at rapping.
I really feel, stop talking. I really feel as though that
you're a good rapper.
You need to, can I speak?
Yes.
I really feel like you need to practice some more.
Keep on rapping.
And keep
blessing the people with your raps.
Practice more
because the world needs it. You're amazing.
Yo, we gone. Because I'm trying to bless you and you're not even allowing me to.
I'm receiving it, what you're saying.
No, but you're talking while I'm speaking.
I'm not talking.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. You're blessing me.
Guys, I'm just trying to bless him, but he's not allowing me to do it in my own way that he wants to speak while I'm speaking. So, I mean, I tried. So, I got nothing else for you guys.
Thank you for blessing me. We love you. We got to go. Peace.
Thank you guys. Bye.
JJ Carlene.